All right, today we're diving into a deal that pretty much rewrites the rulebook on big tech and national security. We're talking about the moment Google was brought in to help protect some of the UK's most important secrets.
So let's just start with the number that made everyone sit up and take notice. £400 million. It's a staggering amount of money. So what on earth is the UK's military getting for that kind of price tag?
Well, that's the cost of what you could call a brand new digital defense shield for the whole country. And we're not talking about tanks or jets here. This is all about protecting the nation's data in a way that's never been done before.
So, who's involved? Well, this massive deal brings together two very different worlds. On one side, you have Google Cloud, one of the biggest names in technology, period. And on the other, the UK's Ministry of Defence, or MOD, which is, one of the most security-obsessed organizations on the entire planet. It's a partnership that really signals a huge change is underway.
Now, this deal isn't for some standard cloud service that you or I might use. See, a typical public cloud, it's spread all over the globe, running on shared computers. But what the MOD is buying is something called a sovereign cloud. And that means it's totally contained within the UK, it runs on its own isolated hardware, and, this is the big one, it's governed only by UK law. That difference is absolutely crucial. And that gets us right to the heart of the problem the Ministry of Defense was trying to fix. In our world, data is just everything. And for them, protecting it is priority number one. They've been facing this massive dilemma. How do you get the latest tech without putting your security at risk?
I mean, really, this is the question every modern government is wrestling with, right? You want to use all the cool stuff, AI, powerful analytics, the cloud, but how can you do that when you know your enemies are trying to break in 24/7? It's a really, really high-stakes balancing act.
This whole thing is a huge piece of the mod's bigger plan, which they laid out in their strategic defense review. They know they need to be using the best cloud tech, they want to get an edge with AI, and they want to use digital tools to fight back against threats. So make no mistake, this is not just an IT upgrade, it's a strategic necessity.
Okay, so let's get into what Google is actually providing. What is this digital fortress made of? Well, it all really comes down to two very important concepts. First, as we just talked about, is the sovereign cloud. The keywords here are control and location. All of the MOD's data will physically sit inside the UK, period. It stays under the UK's complete authority. No fuzzy lines, no data getting shipped overseas.
And second, you've got this term air-gapped. The easiest way to think about this is to literally picture a computer inside a sealed room. No internet cables go in, none go out. It is physically cut off from every other network. This is pretty much the highest level of security you can get against outside cyber attacks. And when you put those two things together, you get the actual product they're buying, Google Distributed Cloud Air-Gapped. It gives them that in-country, sovereign control, plus the complete isolation of an air-gapped system. It's the direct answer to that defense data dilemma we were talking about.
Okay, so let's zoom out a bit, because this is about way more than just the tech contract. This deal is going to have ripple effects all across the UK, hitting everything from national security to the economy.
From the military side of things, this is mission critical. You have General Sir James Hockenhall calling it a critical component of their whole digital strategy. For them, it's about having a safe place for their most secret information. But then there's the whole economic and political side. The Defense Secretary sees this as an engine for growth. He's making it clear that this isn't just about buying something, it's an investment that's meant to create skilled jobs right there in the UK.
And Google, for its part, is really framing this as a genuine partnership. Their president for the region, Tara Brady, said the whole point is to help the MOD modernize faster while keeping that highest level of security.
So when you add it all up, the benefits go way beyond just storing data. We're talking about direct investment from Google, a new specialist team based in the UK, and a real boost for the country's tech skills. And what's really interesting, Google has also agreed to follow the MOD's own ethical rules, which are known as JSP 936.
So what does this all mean? The bottom line is that we are watching a huge shift happen in real time. This isn't just another contract. It signals a totally new chapter in the relationship between governments and big tech companies. It's creating a whole new kind of digital frontline.
And really, that's the main takeaway here. A global tech giant is now being woven into the very fabric of a major country's defense system. I mean, think about it. That's a move that would have been almost unimaginable even 10 years ago. It just shows how vital big tech has become for national security.
Which leaves us with a huge and kind of tricky question for the future.
As these incredibly powerful tech companies become essential partners in protecting a country, where exactly do you draw the line between them being a helpful partner and them holding too much power? It's a question that countries all over the world are going to have to figure out.